I didn't know how to react. I didn't know what to be scared of more, the possibility of the word tumor or the possibility of losing a kidney. Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. A lot has happened in the last 1 month, and I thought I'll share a life update with you guys. So here we are. I'll be telling you what all happened, and this is not a sympathy story, but it's more of a survival post. And let me take you through what exactly happened and everything while helping me arrange my cupboard. So yeah, this all started back in October of 2025. But before that, let me tell you that I just had a C-section in August where I delivered a beautiful baby boy. And 2 months after that, we have the naming ceremony. So we were all getting ready for the party and were trying to manage things and stuff. So the party was planned for the 26th of October, and we decided to do some last minute errands on the 25th. So that's when I was just getting ready and I started getting terrible pain in my stomach. Nothing that I've ever faced during periods or pregnancy, delivery, nothing like it. It was excruciating pain in my stomach, was going in my back, and I did not know what was happening to me. And with the event the next day, I decided it's high time we go to the doctor and get some painkillers so that I'm fit for the next day. So that's exactly what we did. I went to my gynac and she recommended a painkiller, and she also said just get a sonography done so we know exactly what is it. So when we did the sonography, we came to know the pain is because of kidney stones. But that's not it. There was something else, okay? And that's when we were like, okay, what is it? She literally sat us down, and this image is still in my head, so fresh, where she was like, you know what? There's a mass that's a size of a baby. So you can imagine 2 months after C-section, I come to know that I have a mass the size of a baby in my stomach near my left kidney. I am like, oh my God, what's happening? And she's like, don't worry, just go get a CT scan done, figure out what it is, and then we will decide what to do next. And with everything happening, we did not know what to do with whether we should go on with the party, whether we should just scrap everything. But we decided to go and get the CT scan done. We went, the full day went about with CT scan, blood test, this, that, everything. And by, I think, around 10:30 p.m., we got the results. And it said it's a mass the size of a baby, that is around 2 foot. That's 24 centimeters by 10 centimeters by, I think, 12 centimeters. And I was like, how the hell is that fitting in my stomach along with the baby? Okay, so that's been there all this while for 9 months or even more. So it's just amazing. Now, I did not know what to do, whether should we just cancel everything, but it was already late. We don't know what to do. So we just go ahead. There's no pain now. Okay, the kidney stone pain has gone. There's no pain. We go ahead with the party. Everything goes well. Everything is beautiful. Friends and family know that there was some issue, but it's like kidney stones. They have no idea there's a tumor or what is it. We just go ahead with everything. And then the next day onwards, we start our doctor's visits to figure out what's exactly happening. Now, we've spoken to friends, we've spoken to family. None of them have seen something like this. So basically, this tumor is a mass of fat, blood vessels and stuff, and it's huge. So it has to be operated. But no one has seen something like this. So we don't know, where do we go? Do we go to an oncologist? Do we go to your urologist? Whom do we go? I've asked a lot of people who I knew, and none have seen anything. Neither their friends or they haven't heard of anything like this. So this is actually the main reason why I'm making this video, to give awareness, and so that anyone in your friends and family who faces something, because trust me, this is not something that's rare. It's common. May not be common to have such a big mass, but people do have such masses. Now, when I inquired, I did get a few that came back to me saying that, okay, we have some things like fibroids, we have cysts, multiple cysts, but nothing like this. So I also did not know what exactly to do. We went to one doctor. The doctor was like, okay, this is an emergency. You just need to do the operation right away. you can imagine my state. I have a 2-month-old baby and I cannot go into surgery. I've just gone through a C-section. My wounds are still healing. How do you expect me to go through another surgery, leave my 2-month-old at home? So it's all playing in your mind. And that's when I was like, okay, let me go visit some other doctors. So we visited nearly 4 to 5 doctors, and finally we found one doctor that gave us some positive feedback, told us that he has had or he has done a surgery like this before, which gave us like quite the assurance we needed. And this is Dr. Hemant Pathak. He operates from Lilavati, but he also has his clinic in Bandra. And when we went there, he like literally just touched me and he's like, you know what? It's all in your head. There's no pain to it. It's just there. Okay. You can do the operation when your baby is 6 months, when he is able to manage things and you are healed from your C-section surgery. So that really gave me relief, but that's not where things end. So now the issue is that because of it being this big, we cannot do like a laparoscopy, the complete laparoscopy. So they need to ideally remove the whole mass as a whole, because they don't know if it's going to be malignant or if it's going to be benign. So they have to remove the whole tumor as is and then send it for biopsy. So he recommended we do like a laparoscopy wherein they put in small holes and they see through what is the situation inside, scrape a few things and then make a small cut and remove the mass. So the initial plan was to do a small cut here under my ribs and remove it. And because the mass was on my kidney, there were a lot of chances that I could lose my left kidney. So that is really scary. And we went through it. We thought that, okay, we'll give it time. So the doctor suggested we do it after 4 to 5 months when the baby is bigger. So that's when we decided, let's do it in January. And all this while, it just kept playing in my head and I had to prepare myself and prepare my baby for it. So along with the pediatrician, we kind of devised a meal plan for him. So instead of starting with semi-solids at 6 months, we had to start semi-solids at 4 months. So giving him nachni porridge, giving him dal water, rice water, all this started at 4 months. And I used to pump milk and store so that he could be fed my breast milk when I'm in the hospital. The other thing that was good is because he was a full-term baby, he could start with the semi-solid sooner, and he really loved it, which was very reassuring for me, given that I was scared that he might not adjust to it because it's too early, but he loved it. And it really helped me be at peace when I was at the hospital, and even like know that, okay, the milk, even if it's over, he has something else to like kind of back on. So yeah, now taking you to the operation. Firstly, since I have a very rare blood group, there were very high chances of blood loss. And also because I'm anemic, my hemoglobin's level are very low. So I needed a lot of blood. We did manage to get a few donors before the operation just as a backup. And yes, then on the operation day, so yeah, I forgot to tell you, we also had like Hemant sir who was going to operate on me, but along with him, we had an oncologist who was going to be assisting him with the surgery. His name is Deepak Chabra, and he also kind of gave us an understanding of how the surgery is going to go. So they might try laparoscopy and then after that go in for a cut and remove the mass. Now, their plan was initially to do like a laparoscopy and a cut. But then over a period of time and nearing the operation, after a lot of discussions, they decided that they would do the cut out here and remove the mass. Okay, but in the operation theater, when we started off, they decided that we'll not go with any laparoscopy because there will be a lot of blood loss and it won't really help with removing the mass and might just make things worse. So they decided that they're going to just slit me open, flip my intestines here and there and remove the mass. And there was 60% chance that I can lose my kidney. And that was just something that I don't know how to react with. So yeah, uh, days nearing the operation were very taxing, and although I had to leave my baby and everything, but the thought of losing a kidney, I don't know what to say. It's just you go in the operation theater and you don't know if you're going to come out with a kidney or without, because the doctors had to see how the mass can be detached from the kidney and how they can remove the mass, because removing the entire mass was primary goal. Whether they can save the kidney or no, that was secondary. So that was quite taxing, because I started sobbing in the operation theater, and I don't know, it was too much to take. They gave me an epidural, and I had I don't know, they removed the mass, and it was quite a big mass, and they managed to save my kidney by scraping around 20% of it. So 20% got scraped with the mass, but they managed to save most of my kidney, which is a good thing. And that's not where it ends. Post this, I could not walk. I was on a liquid diet, and I still do not know if my tumor was benign or malignant. The doctors used to come, I had pipes everywhere. I had like epidural pipe from here. I had a central line pipe going through here, which had like saline, blood transfusion, painkillers, everything going through my neck. And I had a catheter. I don't know. There were like many things attached. It was a major surgery. The surgery lasted for around 4 hours, and they were successful in removing it intact. And I'm so grateful to them for it. And after the biopsy, I just came to know a few days back, and thank God for it, that the results are benign. The angiomyolipoma, which is like suspected a mass of fat and blood vessels. It's a benign tumor, and they don't know the origin, they don't know the cause, but it's there, and it happens to a lot of people. I'm just unfortunate that it happened to me, and it was of that bigger mass that it had to be operated and removed. And I just need to kind of do follow-up tests if this thing comes up again, or because they don't know how it occurs, why it occurs. It just happens, and it happens to many people, but no one talks about it. No one gives you information. And here I am trying to give you that information. If you know anyone who's going through this, don't be stressed. Too much information is not needed. You just need the right information, because there are doctors who will tell you it's an emergency. You need to operate soon. I have done surgeries like this, but then there are doctors who will be like, don't worry. You think about it. You tell me when you want to do. It's not a complicated issue. You can wait for a few months. So you need doctors who are calm, who will keep you calm and do a good job. So which is why I recommend these doctors, and they really guided me through the whole process. I had to be in the hospital for 7 days without my baby, and the worst part is, it's not the worst part. And while I was in the hospital, I was still pumping milk. So on the day of the surgery in the evening, I pumped milk because I could not pump, and my breast became hard. I had to pump milk each and every day that I was in the hospital, maybe twice, thrice a day, because I could not feed my baby with all those things going through me. So I had to pump the milk and throw it out. And yeah, so this is what has happened. I am now learning to walk back, getting slowly movements. I have to keep this so that my stitches are in place. And yes, I got around 15 staples that are currently there on my stomach, that they are stapled, and I need to visit the doctor after a few days to remove these staples. And hopefully I have this scar that might eventually fade off, but it's a memory that will be there for life. That's, I don't know, it's something that I had a tumor that big, and I'm just thankful that it's benign and we are done with it, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Trust me, I survived this because of my support system, my family, my in-laws, my husband. the doctors and everyone who were constantly there backing me and telling me that everything's going to be okay. While I was at the hospital, people looking after my baby, my husband doing up and down, getting things organized, getting the papers done. It wouldn't be possible to be here and be this recovered after just having a surgery a week ago. So yes, I would definitely thank that I have, thank my stars that I have such a good support system that took me through this whole process. And even after coming home, like helping me get up, doing basic stuff was difficult for the first week or so. This is like 10x of what a C-section was. And I know it because it's not even 5 months since I've had a C-section and then this surgery. Now, although I'm at home, I'm not allowed to be lifting anything. So I cannot carry him for the next month or so. I don't know how things are going to go, but yeah, I'm just waiting when I can recover. I'm recovering and I am sure going to be back in action. But until then, thank you so much for all of those who have inquired, who have prayed for me. Love you guys. Bye.